let's take a moment to sit comfortably. Soften the eyes, gently allow them to close. As you ground down through the sit bones, feel a sense of lengthening up through the spine. Gradually allow the breath to deepen. Feel a softening in the face and the shoulders. So we'll do 3 Oms followed by Hari Om chant this morning. Let's inhale for Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, 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 Hari 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 Om, Hari 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 Om, 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 Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari 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 Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, 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 Hari Hari Om, Hari Hari Om, Hari Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Slow deep breath in. Top of the inhalation, hold the breath. Exhale slowly with control. Making any adjustments to your posture if you need. Let's gently, removing any glasses, open the eyes and stretching the eyes up to the top of the vision. And slowly clockwise movements around to the right. Smooth movements, linking the breath. Next time the eyes reach 12, change direction, going anti-clockwise. Keep the jaw relaxed, face relaxed. Next time the eyes reach 12, center close, relax the eyes. And feel the eyes softening. Let's do some work with the eyes on focusing long distance and short distance. So bringing the right thumb out in front of you, right hand out. Or looks like you're giving me thumbs up. Very good. Good job. Shoulder back, so the right shoulder's not coming forwards. And focus on your thumbnail. Have the eyes gently looking at the thumb. And then drawing the eyes to the furthest point in front of you. Back to the thumb. Far point. Thumb. Far point. Thumb. Far point. Thumb. And then gently bending the elbow and slowly bringing the knuckle of the thumb in slow motion, keeping the focus on the thumbnail as you bring the knuckle closer towards the nose. Until the knuckle touches the nose, feel that you've gone a bit cross-eyed. And you close your eyes, relax the hands down. And soften the eyes, soften the breath. And then let's stretch the legs out in front of you. Move the legs however you need to. And then let's come up to a standing position. Let's come to the top edge of your mat, bringing the feet together. Tadasana. Grounding down through the feet. Feel that you're stacking hips and shoulders and ears. The knees are soft. Lengthening through the spine as you ground down through the feet. Feel that upward energy up through the legs. All the way up through the top of the head as the shoulders release down. Let's reach the arms up alongside the ears, drawing the shoulders back and down, tummy in. Feel the front and back ribs working equally. And we'll fold forwards into Uttanasana. So be mindful of the alignment through the feet as you fold forwards from the hips, relaxing the hands, relaxing the head down. Bend the knees if you need to. Take hold of the elbows. And intuitively move the body however you need to. Good. Change the interlock in the elbows. And see what the body wants to do. If the knees want to bend or if the legs want to straighten. And from here we'll slowly start to move into a lunge. So releasing the hands either side of the feet, and bring the left foot far back, left knee to the floor. Lengthen through the spine. Release the toes on the back foot. And here let's take some time to straighten and bend the front leg, gently warming up. If you need to slide the fingers back more, do so. Breathing in and out through the nose. You can extend on the exhalation, bend on the inhalation. And coming back to a neutral position. Hands to the floor, downward dog, lifting the hips up. Lengthening through the spine, find that tilt to the pelvis and drawing the hips up and back. Chest is broad. And here let's bend one knee at a time, run a stretch, lifting the hips high. As you bring one heel towards the floor. And come to a neutral position. And let's come down, knees to the floor. We'll do a few cat-cow stretches here. Let's exhale, round the back like a cat, tucking the chin in. And inhale, lifting head, neck and chest, lift the sit bones. Continue with the breath, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, lifting. Make sure you're not locking the elbows. Seeing how the spine is moving today. And next time you come into cow position where the sitting bones are lifting and you're in a little bit of a back bend, curl the toes under, keep the knees lifted, and then slowly start to move into a downward dog with the knees bent, hips drawing back, and a little bit of a back bend going on. Without the armpits collapsing down too much, resist through the hands, get that extension to the spine, and then slowly see if you can straighten the legs up, maintaining that extension. And bringing the left foot forward in between the hands, back knee to the floor, release the toes. And then let's start to rock backwards and forwards slowly. The toes lift off the floor, rocking backwards and forwards on the heel. Working with your breath, respecting any difference between one side and the other. And next time the knee comes forwards, allow the hips to release down, lengthen through the spine looking forwards. And bring the right foot to meet the left. Keep a little bend in the knees to start. Allow the back to soften and round. And seeing if it's an option to start to lift the sitting bones to straighten the legs a little bit more without gripping the toes. Let's reach the arms out to the side like a plane or cactus arms. Bend the knees slightly and let's come up from hips and reach all the way up. Gentle back bend. And let's flow straight into a second round, hinging forward from the hips. Hands to the floor, right leg back. Knee to the floor, look forward. Left foot back, downward dog. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Downward dog. Right foot forwards, looking forwards, left foot forwards. Reach the arms out and up, however is comfortable for you. Gentle back bend. Standing straight, palms together. Release the hands. Take a breath in and out. And then palms together. Reach the arms out and up, gentle back bend, hinging forwards. Relax the head down, bend the knees, hands to the floor, left foot far back. Let's keep the back knee off the floor now. Feel that you're sucking the right foot to meet the left and the left to meet the right. There's activity in the legs. Left fingertips on the floor as we raise the right arm up, looking up towards the hand. Lines of energy. Back leg active, front knee in line with the ankle, shoulders away from the ears. Slowly releasing the hand back down. Let's take a moment to see how much we can straighten the front leg, so it may only extend a little bit. See how far you can comfortably extend. You can be on your fingertips or flat down on the palms. It'll be a little bit easier to get more extension through the spine if you're on the fingertips. Good. Work on extension instead of sort of rounding too much. See if you can get that length, waking up the body. And gently bending the knee. Hands back down, downward facing dog. Lift the hips high. Shift forwards into plank pose. Holding steady here for a few breaths. Let's lift the right leg off the floor a few inches. Energy through the back heel. And lower down. Left heel, left leg lifting, extends through the heel, press through the hands, resisting the floor. Good. Lower down. Knees to the floor, chest and chin to the floor. Baby cobra. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Open the chest. Gently turn the head over to the right shoulder, looking back over the right shoulder without force or strain, and then gently over the left. Head back to center. Hands back underneath the shoulders, back into downward dog. Left foot forwards, keeping the back knee lifted. Feel that you're sucking both legs towards one another. Keeping the right fingers on the floor, raise the left up, shoulders away from the ears, extending through the back heel. Feeling a line of energy from the right hand up to the left, crown of the head through to the back heel. And slowly lowering down the hand. And seeing if you can comfortably straighten the left leg just slightly. If it can fully extend, allow it to fully extend. Work on extension through the spine instead of sort of rounding, finding that effort to extend, respecting and honouring your body. Bending the front knee, bring the right foot to meet the left foot, relax the head down, and we'll interlock the fingers behind the back, releasing the hands up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're not drawing the hips back or locking the knees, and have the hips in line with the ankles, the head releasing down, the sitting bones lifting. Soften anywhere that there's tension or tightness. Seeing where you can let go. Maintaining that grounding down through the feet and upward energy up through the sit bones. Releasing the hands back down. We'll bend the knees, palms to the floor. We'll bring the right foot far back. We're going to turn the right foot out to the side, so we're coming onto the side of the foot. So the back knee's lifted. The left hand's going to come to the inside of the leg. And buttocks are forwards. The left knee's bent. Let's bring the right arm all the way around the back. It might take hold of the top of the left thigh. Ground down through the right foot. Try and keep the right ribs open, the left ribs moving forwards. And then see if it's an option to bring the arm alongside the ear. Keep the left buttock moving in slightly as the right hip and ribs are open. Shoulders away from the ears. Working deeply into the hips. Good, you all look fantastic. Well done. Slowly lowering the right hand back, pivot back, the back foot, left hand to the outside, downward dog. You'll feel your left hip now. Shift forwards into plank pose, body into a straight line, buttocks gently hugging, extending through the heels. Now let's shift and lift the right hand off the floor and smile. And then the other side, right hand, lift the left hand and lower. Right leg, left hand, and down. Left leg, right arm, find your balance, and down. Good. Knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Hands, let them just come back alongside the hips. And breathing here. Then we can allow the legs to gently float and the chest to open and breathe. Feel the back muscles gently rolling you up. Spaciousness in the lumbar spine. Hands back underneath shoulders. Back into downward dog. Find length through the spine. And we bring the right foot forwards. And keep the back knee lifted. Pivot the back foot out to the side. The outer edge of the foot's down on the floor. The front knee's at a right angle. Right hand comes to the inside of the leg. The left hand wraps around. Maybe takes hold of the top of the thigh. Feel the buttocks are kind of moving forwards. Right ribs are moving forwards. Find length through the spine so you're not just collapsing. Work with your breath. Find an internal smile or external smile. And let's bring the arm alongside the ear, and as much as is comfortable. Remember to always respect and listen to your body. Do as much as your body can comfortably do. Good. And slowly lower the hand back down, pivot the back foot back. Right hand to the outside, left foot to meet the right foot. Relax the head down. So we're in Uttanasana, standing forward bend. And let's slowly bend the knees and rolling it vertebra by vertebra. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Do that a few times. Good. And relax the shoulders. Good. So let's do 2 more rounds of the sun salutation, just swiftly moving from one pose into the next to ensure that we're sort of warmed up a bit. So let's exhale, palms together. Inhale, reach out, up and back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forwards. Exhale, right foot forwards. Inhale, come up from hips. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reach out and up. Back bend. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, knees, chest, chin. Cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forwards. Exhale, left foot forwards. Inhale, coming up from hips. Exhale, palms together. Separate the palms, separate the feet. Allow the breath to settle. Good. And then we're going to turn sideways on your mat. If you need to turn your mat to face forwards towards me, you can do. Just so you're not sort of turning your head the whole time. So it's up to you. You can step the feet out to a wide angle now. Outer edge of the feet parallel. Hands onto the hips. Let's lengthen up through the spine. And exhale, fold forwards from the hips. And come to a right angle without putting more weight onto your heels and shifting your bottom back. So if you need to bring a micro bend to your knees to do that, then do. Left hand is going to come down onto the floor and in line with the face. The right arm is going to come onto the lower back. And make sure your left hip doesn't drop at this point, okay? So keep the hips level. And then very slowly, we're going to see what rotation we can get from the ribs around to the right. So to get more, you're going to want to shift the hips. But we want to try and keep the hips level and get the rotation from the navel area. Don't strain with the neck. Work with the breath. Work with grounding through the feet. Lengthening through the crown of the head. So focusing on lines of energy through the legs, through the spine. Let's allow the right arm to float up, looking up at the right hand if that's comfortable. If not, you can look down at the left hand or have the head neutral. Keep that left hip lifting so it stays level. Work with your breath, soften your jaw. Good. And slowly releasing, coming down. Right hand comes into place, left hand onto the sacrum. And take some time to keep the hips level as we start to rotate. Often our body finds ways to make things more convincingly good. So we go, oh yes, I'm more flexible, I'll just drop that right hip and I'll go much further. So find where that realistic twist is in the spine instead of in the pelvis. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, exhale, feel the rotation from the ribs. See if the left arm wants to float up. Shoulders away from the ears, neck long. Right hip stays lifted. And focusing on those lines of energy. On an exhalation, slowly lowering back down. Hands onto the hips and coming up from hips. Good. And bring the legs together. Everyone's ready to samba now? Loose hips, give me a wiggle. Yeah, go Michelle, very good. Oh, go Sharon, she's going to take off. Thank God you're on mute. Very good. Okay, legs apart again. Nice and wide angle. See if you can take your legs a little bit wider. Don't try and do the splits on me though. Okay, we're going to move into Virabhadrasana 2. Turn the right foot out to the side. Left heel turns out, toes in slightly. So you've got this wide angle. Imagine that you're against a wall. So hips are more or less against the wall, shoulders are against the wall. So we want to keep that alignment as we start to bend the right leg. Okay, so we're going to bend and extend, each time just loosening up a little bit more. The knee is very important, more important than the hip, okay? So the knee stays in line with the second toe. So while I was in India, it was in January this year, February. Wow. Lalita, one of the teachers, knees are queen, the anatomy and physiology teacher. Knees are queen. So we keep that knee in line as we bend and extend. Each time we're trying to go a little bit lower so that the right thigh begins to become more parallel to the floor without the arch dropping on the back foot. So splaying the hips apart. Okay, next time the knee comes forwards, hold. And notice if your trunk's going over to the side. Head in line with the base of the spine. Arch lifting on the left foot. Really feel that you're going deep and lowering into that right hip. Oh, so you feel it. Okay, show me a smile if you're feeling it. Arms out to the side. Let's hold for a few seconds. Turn your head to the right. Relax your toes, feel the trunk floating. And straighten the leg, lower the arms. Good. And let's change direction of the feet. Left foot's out, right heel's out slightly. Hands onto the hips, and we slowly start to bend. All with a smile and breathing easefully. Remember, Sthiram Sukham Asana. Steady, comfortable posture is our goal. But like anything in life, effort is required to get mastery over anything. So find the effort that is required to gradually build up that steadiness. Knee is in line with the second toe. The right hip is open, so the hips are open, not closed. Each time you're trying to go a little bit further so that the thigh becomes more and more parallel to the floor. So as we continue to go a little bit deeper, you'll start to feel into the left hip. And next time the knee comes forwards, hold. Knee in line with the second toe. Right thigh back. Feel that your shoulders and hips are open. See if you can go a little bit lower. So you really feel into the left hip. The arms come out to the side. Look over the left hand. Shoulders are down. Feel you kind of got like angel wings. So soften them. Feel the arms are like floating on the top of water. See if you can get that sensation. Grounding through the feet. Upward energy up through the pelvic floor. And straighten the leg. Lower the arms. Feet back to centre. Legs together. Good. Okay, let's work on a balancing pose. Tree pose. I don't think we've done tree since we've been online. So let's focus on bringing palms together and setting intention through the palms. So through pressing the palms together, feel that you broaden the chest and broaden the back. Shoulders are down and you create this stability and structure. We're going to ground down through the left foot. And simply we're going to, first of all, we're going to break down the pose. Because everyone kind of cheats in this pose. And let's lift the right heel off the floor, resting on the big toes. Now press down through your left foot. Lengthen up through the crown of the head as the shoulders release down. Then from here, let's open the knee out to the side. So we're going to do the pose in the most basic of forms, which may be quite challenging, is for me this morning. Okay, so we're opening the knee, right knee out to the side. The big toes still resting on the floor. And we press down through the left foot. Lengthen up so we don't sort of sink into that left hip. Draw the left hip in and up. And from here, see if you can maintain hip level, slide the foot up. And notice if you kind of want to go into the pattern of slumping the hip out to the side and create a sandwich effect, pressing the foot above the knee joint or below the knee joint, pressing down through the foot and trying to get taller. Press the palms into one another. Left hip in and up. Slowly raise the arms up. You can either have the palms together or arms out to the side. Notice what happens to the left hip. See if you can keep pressing down through that left foot. Slowly, palms together and release. Good. I can feel my left hip. So if you were doing it correctly, you'll have really felt that. Yeah? Mum was putting her thumbs up, so she was doing a good job. It's because she wants to escape from that, where she is at the back of the room, poor thing. It's like Yogi Jail. Right, palms together. Broaden the chest, broaden the back. You bring the awareness to the right foot. And slowly lifting the left heel, resting on the big toe. So you can move the toe back if you want to. Find a place where you can balance. And press through the right foot. Lengthen up through the spine. Feel you're going about an inch taller. Shoulders relaxed. So we're getting an internal and up rotation into the hip socket. Bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the leg, low down for now. And work on your balance through your right foot. Notice if the weight's going in or out, or if you're perfectly balanced. Now you're either all doing a fantastic job or the screen's frozen on me. You all look perfectly still. Good. Notice if that right hip's popping out. Draw it in, and as you do that, slide the foot up, either above or below the knee joint. Shoulders down. Keep that right hip in and up. Feeling the inner thigh pressing towards the foot. And slowly raise the arms up. See what you want to do with your arms. Right hip in and up. Tummy muscles are gently engaged. Find that stillness. Try and grow another inch taller through pressing down through the right foot. So there's effort required. And slowly, palms together, lower the leg and relax. And let's lie down into Savasana for a moment. You can hug the knees in towards the chest, lying on your back. Again, if you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. If you're lying in Shavasana, let's draw the shoulder blades down the back. Gently roll the head from side to side. And take a few moments to relax. Allow the breath to settle. Observe how the body feels. And gently, then we'll bend the knees, hug the knees in towards the chest. And Pavana Muktasana, lifting the head up towards the knees. Shoulders down. And gently lowering the head back down. And move into happy baby. So soles the feet up towards the ceiling. Reach and take hold of the outsides of the feet. Sacrum releases down to the floor. And gently, if you wish to, you can rock from side to side a little bit. And coming back to a neutral position. Do Yoga Nidrasana, soles of the feet together. Reach, hold, take hold of the fronts of the feet. Shoulders down. So you can either stay here or you could move deeper into the pose, respecting your knees, your ankles, your head. So we're going to lift the head up, bend the elbows above the legs, so they're up and out to the side. And then see if you can bring the feet towards the head. Relax your shoulders. And if it's an option, reach one arm through the legs, take hold of the foot, the other arm through, take hold of the feet. And then bringing the head towards the feet. If you can bring the feet to the head. Shoulders down. Relax the breath. And slowly releasing the legs and lowering back down. And roll the legs. And we'll come onto the abdomen. Hands underneath the shoulders, legs lengthened behind you and together, and raising up head, neck and chest. Let's use the breath to help lift you. No pressure on the hands for now. And slowly we're going to roll down, vertebra by vertebra, forehead to the floor. And then we'll roll up one more time and coming into Sphinx pose, bringing the forearms onto the floor. Shoulders away from the ears, the neck's long. And let's walk the forearms forwards a little bit further than in front of the shoulders. So we want them a few inches in front so we feel the mid-back working. Good. So we're quite trying to create some flexibility to the mid-back, which is generally sort of quite a stiff area in the body. And feel that you're softening into that without force or strain. See what the head and neck want to do. We want to feel this sense of length through the neck. And let's walk the hands forwards a little bit further. And then from here, we're going to press through the hands and lift the elbows up slightly, so we start to deepen the back bend again. And slowly walking the hands back towards you on the mat. And we start coming up into a fuller cobra. Shoulders down. You only straighten the arms as much as comfortable. Bend the elbows to the floor. You're on the forearms in a Sphinx position. Take a few breaths in and out here. And then very gently allow yourself to bend the elbows, rest the forehead onto the hands or wherever's comfortable, and allow the back to settle. And reaching the arms forwards in front of you, we're going to lift both halves of the body up off the floor, lifting the legs, lifting the arms. Reach the arms back alongside the body and breathing here. And then very slowly lowering down with control, relaxing the head to one side, relaxing the arms. Allow the breath to relax. And we'll come onto all fours, pressing onto the hands. Okay, we're going to kind of try something a bit wild. Let's see how it goes. You don't have to do it. You can, so dolphin could be another option if you think I've gone bonkers during this lockdown. So you can either do dolphin, especially if you've got sensitive wrists, which I know some of you do. But if not, we're going to work with just donkey kicking up in the air. Working with handstand. Okay, so springing up or dolphin. Seeing if you can lift, the legs up and elegantly landing on the floor. And once you've had enough of that, very good, you can see some of you are giving that a go, then you can rest when you're tired and rest into child pose. Take a few breaths in and out. Allow the wrist to relax, the breath to relax. And then we'll come into preparation for dolphin pose again, where the forearms are on the floor. We'll interlock the fingers. We'll curl the toes under and lift into an inverted V shape, looking down towards the feet. And from here, let's lift the right leg up, extending through the heel, drawing the shoulders away from the elbows, resisting the head from releasing towards the floor, so you're pressing through the forearms, keeping the head off the floor. And then let's change legs, lifting the left leg up. So you want to try and create a line of energy through the leg and the spine. Elbows and shoulders in a line, hips and foot in alignment. Feeling energy through that lifted leg. And slowly lowering down, bending the knees, relaxing into child, relaxing the arms, the shoulders, however is comfortable for you. So they can either be alongside the body, or you can make a pillow or fists and rest the forehead. And slowly sitting up. Good. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Be mindful of your knees. Walk the feet, walk the buttocks towards the heels. Don't force anything. Okay, we have to be very sensitive to the ligaments in the knees, that are the ankles. We'll bring the hands behind you. And then simply what we're going to be doing is folding forwards from the hips a little bit, a few millimeters, to get a stretch to the inner thigh. So see if you can do that by lifting the chest, folding forwards, and breathing into that. If you're feeling it more in the knees than in the inner thigh, then this might not be a great pose for you to do. So you can just relax and we'll be modifying it for the next pose. And slowly and gently, let's lift up. Knees together. And then let's open both legs out to the side for Upavishta Konasana. So if your hamstrings are tight and you're kind of in this sort of rounded position, then you might need to pop a cushion underneath your hips or a cushion underneath your knees. Now see what you need to do. If you can comfortably stretch the legs out, do so. Hands behind you, You can use your fingertips to lift your buttocks off the floor and shift them forward slightly. Chest is open, extending through the heels. Take a moment here to extend through the heels, lengthen through the spine, and seeing if you can gently draw the pubic bone down towards the floor. So I don't want to see any of this happening where the back's rounding. We're working on extension and forwards by a few millimeters. Shoulders are back and breathing. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, see if you can hinge a little bit more. The stretch is to the inner thigh. Respecting your body. Seeing the relationship with your pelvis. Sometimes less is more. So getting a deep connection in with that hinge from the hips and stretch to the inner thigh. Good. And slowly coming up. Bend the knees, take hold of underneath the knees. Bring the legs back together. Knees back together. And you can rest for a moment, resting the head down towards the legs, allowing the shoulders to release and relax. The spine to relax. And very slowly sitting up nice and tall. If you've got a cushion handy, it might be useful to sit onto a cushion or a block. We're going to keep the knees bent like this. You're going to take hold of underneath the right leg. And we're going to lift the leg so that the shin is parallel to the floor and the knee is in towards you. And see if you can keep the thighs in a straight line and see if you can bend and extend the leg without rounding the back. Shoulders down, lengthening up through the spine. So the back muscles need to work. The jaw needs to work on being relaxed because it's going to be like, oh, I don't like this pose so much. Because there's effort required. Chest open. Next time the leg extends, hold. And see if it's an option for you to reach further, fold closer towards the foot. God, my mouth. I can't speak. Okay, shoulders down, lengthening up through the spine. So back of the calf, the ankle, wherever's comfortable for you. Good. Shoulders down. Good. And breathe. For those of you comfortable, your shin and forehead can touch one another. How does that sound? So if you want to, you bring the leg up and ta-da! And keeping as much extension as you can. The back will round a little bit, but we work on, and then releasing, relaxing. Bend the knee, and we're going to do the other side. Taking hold of underneath the left leg. Get the shin parallel to the floor. Again, don't let the back round. Sit nice and tall, shoulders back and down. And we start to get whatever movement that you can to stretching out the back of the left leg. Work with your breath. Work with the effort to root down through the sit bones. Find length through the spine. Next time the leg extends, hold. Root down, check in with your back. See if you want to take hold of further up the leg. Shoulders down, so keep checking in. Relax your jaw. Shoulders down. Front and back ribs lifting equally. If you want to go a bit further, try and go a little bit further, taking hold of the foot, lifting the leg up more, lengthening up through the spine more, and seeing if you can bring the head toward. It's optional, okay? Work with wherever you're comfortable, don't force anything. And gently bending, releasing and relaxing. Good. Stretch the legs out. You can pop yourself off the cushion. Let's move into Paschimottanasana. So we'll start with the knees bent. If you've got a blanket for your heels to slide up and down, you can. If not, you've all done this before. So we're just trying to keep the abdomen onto the thighs, lift and lengthen up through the spine, and then keeping that contact, abdomen and thighs, as the legs gradually straighten. But we keep a bend, so there's a nice little tunnel going underneath the knees. The arms are taking hold underneath the knees. And you're lengthening through the spine, folding the abdomen onto the thighs. And the head relaxes. If the arms happen to get into the way, you can release the arms, keep the abdomen on the thighs, straighten the legs and relax the head down. Remembering to practice ahimsa, non-harm to your practice, but also in the sense of if there's no effort, there's no growth. So finding this balance of edge in your practice, where without force but effort, we try to go deeper into the pose. And with each exhalation, we allow tension to soften. With each inhalation, we feel this sense of space and length. And finding a place of stillness. Feeling that the mind is able to quieten. And you can have several breaths where you're still and everything feels relaxed. See if by consciously shifting or feeling that you're moving the sit bones back behind you, that you can get more of a tilt to the pelvis and move deeper into the pose. Maybe through a subtle internal rotation to the hips without the knees buckling. So you resist out with the knees and the feet as the hips rotate in. You can open up the lower back a little bit more. Come out of the pose, reach the arms forwards and up. Lower the arms down. Bring the hands back behind you. You can have the hands whichever way round is comfortable for you. We'll bend the knees a little bit so we come into a tabletop position. So let's press down, feet parallel, lift the hips, shoulders, head is in alignment with the rest of the spine. So the head is gently releasing back but not dropping. Lift the hips up. There's a stretch to the arms. And very slowly releasing, lowering back down. Rotate the wrists if you need to. And next we'll bend the left leg. The foot is slightly away from the left knee, so it's not right next to it. It's more in the left heel is in line with the left hip. Sit nice and tall. You bend the left elbow and the elbow comes to the inside of the leg. Hence why we don't want the foot too close, so it can even go wider. So we press into that, the knee presses into the arm presses into the knee. Right hand comes behind you. You can do a nice mudra with your left hand, chin mudra. Higher consciousness joining with lower consciousness, creating unity. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, slowly twisting around to your right. Don't let your left knee pop out. Keep the hip, knee in alignment. Feel the movement is coming from the waist. Drawing the right ribs back, left ribs forward. Shoulders down. Soft smile to the face. And gently head back to center. Release the back arm, front arm. And let's do the other side. Bend the right leg. Sit tall. Right arm comes to the inside of the knee. Chin mudra. Index finger and thumb. Left hand behind. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, slowly twisting around to your left. Shoulders in one line. The head simply a continuation, don't force with the neck. The right ribs are moving forwards, left ribs moving back. See if you can get your shoulders as level as possible. Using the breath to help the twist deepen. And slowly bring the head back to center. Release the arms gently. Release the leg. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position. For Yoga Mudra. Hands behind the back. Take hold of one wrist. Lengthen up through the spine. And slowly folding forwards from hips. Allowing the back to round. And the forehead to relax towards the floor. No force or strain wherever you are. Feel a sense of softening. Finding a place of quietness and stillness. Very slowly using the breath to lift you back up. Feeling like you're taking sips of air, and as you take these sips of air, you gently start to float up with each inhalation. Once you're back to upright, hands to the lap. And slowly preparing for Yoga Nidra, relaxation. Putting any socks, jumpers, blankets. If you need to have the knees slightly bent, have the knees bent. Make sure that the legs are wide enough apart. So they want to be at least shoulder width apart. And the arms far enough away from the body for the shoulders to fully relax as well, with the palms facing up. Let's bring the awareness to the legs. Spread the fingers wide, and the fingers and the toes. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, open the mouth, stretch out the tongue, raise the eyebrows, and relax. Let's do that one more time. Spreading the fingers, spreading the toes, all the digits extending. Open the mouth, stretch out the tongue, raise the eyebrows, and relax. Now squeeze, contract all the muscles in the body. Lift the limbs off the floor with an inhalation. Squeeze, hold, tight, 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 and relax. Making any physical adjustments that you need. And now we'll mentally go through the body part by part, feeling an element of softening, letting go. Now bringing the awareness to the feet and the ankles and relaxing them. Relaxing the lower legs, the knees, the back of the knees. the upper legs, hips and bottom relaxed. Relaxing the abdomen, abdominal organs, the solar plexus, the rib cage, heart and lungs relaxed. Relaxing the lower back, the middle back and the upper back, feeling the spine fully relaxed. Relaxing the fingers, the backs of the hands and the palms. The wrists, forearms and elbows relaxed. The upper arms, shoulders relaxed. The neck and throat relaxed. The jaw, cheeks and lips relaxed. The eyes, eyelids and eye sockets relaxed. The temples, sides of the head, the forehead, back of the head, and top of the head relaxed. Feel the breath floating in and out, being aware of the softness of the breath as it flows in and out of the body. Feel the mind softening. And if any thoughts arise, just let them pass, observing them like clouds in the sky. And gently drawing the awareness to the sensation of relaxation throughout the entire body. And allowing the body to assimilate even deeper all the benefits of the practice. We've moved the spine in all different directions. We've worked with massaging organs, strengthening and stretching muscles. allowing the connective tissue to release and relax. And now feeling this place of stillness and peace as you rest in Yoga Nidra. Gently bringing the awareness back, allowing the breath to slowly deepen. Feeling when the body is relaxed, how it's easier to breathe fully and deeply. And then very slowly stretching out the fingers and the toes. Give the body a good stretch. Rolling over onto one side. And slowly coming up to a seated position when you're ready. Taking a cushion underneath your hips or a block. If you always sit the same way cross-legged, try to change the cross in the legs. And then softening the eyes, spine nice and tall, and the shoulders soft and relaxed. Seeing how you can get a little bit more space between the hips and the ribs, and softening the shoulders. Soften the jaw, and start to deepen the breath. Feeling with each inhalation, you're breathing in the quality of gratitude into your body. With each exhalation, just breathing out anything that's not useful to you, any worries, expectations, attachments, just letting it go through the breath. Keep a softness in the face as you do this practice. Feel that you're being bathed in gratitude on the inhalation. And letting go of anything you don't want on the exhalation. Continue to feel a sense of softening in your body while maintaining the sense of space. Start to bring in a short pause at the top of the inhalation. Hold for as long as is comfortable for you. And starting to work with lengthening the exhalation. And you can still apply this practice of gratitude on the inhalation, letting go of anything you don't want anymore on the exhalation. So at the top of each inhalation, short pause. After your next exhalation, relax the breath. We'll do one extended round of Kapalabhati. In the Kapalabhati, feel the softness in the practice, where there's effort in the abdomen, but a stillness in the rest of the body. So exhale fully, inhale partially, and begin. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Top of the inhalation, hold the breath. Exhale with control. Allow the breath to relax. If you need to change anything about your seated position, do so. And we're going to be working a little bit with taking little pauses halfway in between the inhalation, at the end of the inhalation, and the end of the exhalation. So I'll guide for a few breaths and then you find your rhythm. So you're going to exhale fully. You're going to inhale halfway, pause. Inhale again, pause. Exhale halfway, pause. Exhale again, pause. Inhale halfway, pause. Inhale again, pause. And continue like this. So pause half the way between the exhalation and the inhalation, and beginning and end. If you're familiar with Ujjayi, this is a good time to practice Ujjayi breath as well. Feel a softness in the face. After your next exhalation, relax the breath. And we'll very gently start to open the eyes just halfway. So you're kind of looking through your eyelashes slightly, just softening the gaze, looking somewhere down at the floor. Observing how you feel. And gently allow the eyes to soften and close again, moving back within. Resting in your heart center, in this place of love and compassion. And again, gently open the eyes again, just halfway, focusing somewhere neutral. And allow the eyes to close again. Feel that you move back into the heart center. From this place, let's chant Om together, sending the Om out to the entire creation for harmony, balance, good health. Inhaling for Om. All together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.